Hello students, so I welcome you all to the lecture series of physics. As you know, we have started our chapter number 2, units and measurement, and in this chapter we have studied a lot about the fundamental units and the derived units. And along with, we have also studied about the measurement of time, measurement of mass and measurement of distances. Now it's a time to see a very new topic in this chapter is the error measurement. Now, before jumping to the error measurement topic, let's see some important terms regarding the same. Now, the first term is accuracy and precision. So let's read the definition. Accuracy says it's a measure of how close the measured value is to the true value of a quantity, and the precision refers to the closeness of the measurements to each other. Now, every factor has its special meaning. Accuracy is just meaning that whenever you are measuring a quantity, that measured unit or that measured quantity is how close to the true value. So that is the measure of accuracy. And precision refers to the calculations that you have taken or measurements that you have made, how close they are to each other. So let's suppose, for an example, you are measuring the length of an instrument and you are measuring it by multiple observations. So what is going to happen? If every time you are measuring the value of a length of that object that is very close to the true value, so your set of data would be called the accurate. And if you are taking the measurements very close to itself, but it is not depending upon the true value of that length of the object, that is called a precise data. Now let's see this difference between the accuracy and precision in a more detailed manner. So I hope this game you have always played, that is a dart game. Now in this dart game you always aim yourself to hit in this center. So let's suppose you are attempting it multiple times. So what is going to happen? Let's suppose in the first scenario you hit around 10 throws on the dartboard. What is going to happen? All the darts that you throw are in a scattered manner. So this kind of data is not hitting accurately in the center, so that must not be accurate. And the datas are not precisely close to each other, so that are not precise as well. So this kind of data distribution is called not accurate and not precise. Now what is going to happen? If you are going to hit the dartboard same number of times, but the mark that you are going to hit are very close to each other for the 10 attempts that you have made, but they are not close to the central mark. So the data that you have taken is very precise, but that is not accurate. I hope you can clearly see the difference. Now, the next important thing, what is going to happen, if you are hitting the central region with most of the marks and most of the marks are very close to each other, that kind of data is called precise as well as accurate. I hope the idea of accuracy and precision is very clear to you. Now, precision of an instrument can also be seen as a different factor. Precision can also depends upon the least count of a device. Let's suppose I have 3 devices for measuring length of an object, like a ruler, then vernier caliper and then a screw gauge. Tell me, which has the minimum least count? Obviously, the screw gauge has the minimum least count. So on the basis of least count, if I say, the minimum least count would have be the precise data for that particular set of quantities. So in the range of instruments, the minimum least count is the precise data, but in a set of data coming from a same instrument, how close is the data to the values measured itself is called the precise data. I hope the idea of accuracy and precision is very clear to you. Now, the uncertainty, this is the most common factor that we are going to study in this particular lecture. Uncertainty in a measurement is actually the difference between the observed quantities or the calculated value of a quantity and its true value. You know one thing, we always have a true value of a length. Let's suppose we are measuring length. Okay, so we have a true value of a length, and whenever you are measuring that length, that is not the true value itself because you are measuring it with an instrument. Now, every measurement is going to depend upon the instrument technology and the technique that you are going to use to measure that particular quantity. So this difference we are going to measure, and we are going to find out the ways how to minimize this uncertainty to get the true value from an instrument. So let's move on to the topic of errors. Now, errors can be broadly classified into two different categories: systematic errors and the unsystematic errors, or I can say the random errors. So what is a systematic error? Systematic error is those set of errors occur in a system because of an instrument or a relation with the instrument. So that is causing because of a proper formula of that system. Now the random error. Random error is a category of error which are introduced in the system, not related to any cause, it is just random in nature. So these kind of errors we are going to study. So let's pick our first topic, that is systematic set of errors. Now, systematic set of errors is itself divided into different categories. The first is the instrumental error of instrumental calibration. So arises due to imperfect design or wrong calibration. Now if I ask you a simple question, let's suppose I have an ammeter. Now ammeter has a wrong